Hello everyone, this is Shifujin, and welcome back to Hello Charlotte Episode 2. Last time we left off, we had left school after witnessing a suicide, unfortunately. Hopefully Charlotte's not too down by it. I don't think she could have done anything about it. The music sure seems like she's very down. Hmm. Am I forgetting something? Mad Cat is resting on Bennett's lap. Aw. Ow. Shh. Bennett is sleeping. Join in on the sleeping? No, we got things to do. Oh, right. The music is reminding me. Let me go play the piano. Oops. Before we do that, jazz for your fingernails. There's a My Chemical Romance full discography. Did I say that right? Among the classical music plates. Nice. I love My Chemical Romance. So that these are your servants can, with all their voice, sing your wonderful feats. Clean the blemish of our spotted lips, O St. John. Um, Tronosians? Tronosians? You know, at one point I knew how to say that name, but I can't say it right now. Game sheet music for piano. Felix and Bennett bought this one for Christmas. There are plenty of movie scores too. Children's album. This one is my favorite. It's pretty easy to learn too. Soap and Skin sheet music. Is this for like bath time? It's not that I like it because there's soap in the band title, Bennett said once. Of course it's Bennett. The ones he asked me to learn were Spiracle and Turbine Womb. Interesting. Shoujo manga anthology. This one's not mine. I think I just saw something I shouldn't have. Let's put it back where it was, Seth. I like shoujo mangas. I think on the very first episode, when I was reading the title, something about books for old women or something like that, and I said I like that. I don't think I like that. I think it's referencing like 50 Shades of Grey kind of stuff. I'm not a fan of that. Um, but romance shoujo mangas are, I like those. Hi, Aiden. So, you didn't forget about your piano lessons. How could I? Good. Well then, come join me. We shall play a prelude to events about to unfold. Ooh, is there going to be piano music playing? Let's turn up the recording a little bit. We play a prelude. Nice. Thank you for spending time with me, Aiden. It's my pleasure. If this song gets copyrighted, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh. Felix and Huxley. Felix is deeply focused. He always takes things he does seriously. That's good. Now, carefully cut through the membrane. Ah, hello. Shoo, shoo. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Come on in. Since I've tutored Felix and Bennett on first aid, they've taken interest in unidentified life form dissection practice. Isn't it wonderful? Bennett refused to use anything but the chainsaw to cut through the specimen, so I had to kindly refuse his offer to participate in the classes. Bennett? What are you doing? Oh. Oh, careful. You'll cut through the brain. Wait, what? It's not its bowels? I mean, I guess that sort of would make sense if you're an alien. You put things in the mouth and you would think that the stomach is right there. Look, I'm just trying to make sense of this, okay? Why would an alien think that? Shall we snuggle with Mad Cat? Meow. Yeah. White noise. No, there wasn't actually white noise. I didn't hear any either. I just thought they would play it. Okay, well, let's go to sleep. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I imagine. You had a tough day. Let's have a little nap, shall we? EP. Charlotte is EP. I exhaustedly cover myself with blankets, falling asleep as my head hits the pillows. Oh boy, she doesn't get a rest in her dreams either. To die, to sleep, to sleep, to sleep, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, the pangs of time, the rub, for in the pale cast of troubles, and arrows of outrageous fortune. Hello there. Apologies for that little speech test. Your language is a bit tricky, but I'm a fast learner. You don't look so surprised. It's simply the form your mind gave us. Seems like despite your initial bravado, you're subconsciously afraid of us. So we took a more masculine form. Although the concept of gender does not apply to us, feel free to refer to us as Frey from now on if you feel like it. After all, our appearance right now is one of a male Pythia. Oh. Am I dreaming? Technically you are. However, the fact that we'll meet the next time you go to sleep and the next time after that remains. I slumber by day and wake up by night. I? Wasn't it us just a moment ago? Isn't it easier for you to talk to me this way? Yes, I suppose so. You look sullen. A girl from my class committed suicide. A pity. Were you friends? We weren't. Acquaintances. Not really. A complete stranger then. Shouldn't matter. Don't put it like that. We're classmates. You are sorrowful now that she's gone, but you couldn't care less during her lifetime. Have you ever had a conversation? No, she was so unapproachable. An ideal person. What can a miserable person like me talk about with someone this perfect? Thinking that, you gave up completely. That's the same as being indifferent. No, it's not like that. You're exaggerating things. Only so that you'd be honest with yourself. Wouldn't anyone be sad if somebody died? I'm afraid I cannot understand that. If that person wasn't important to you up until this moment, why do you feel down? No, even worse. You feel obligated to feel sad. Deep inside, have no. Deep inside, have no reason to be. That's an interesting way to word that. Why not be true to yourself? Is human empathy such a foreign concept to you? Empathy, huh? You humans have a rather twisted understanding of it. If death of some specimen you weren't involved with bothers you, then why not bawl your eyes out whenever you see a piece of meat on your plate? That animal must have suffered a lot more than some misunderstood teenage girl, just to make your supper delicious, no? It's not the same, you'll say. I didn't. But in the end it is. You're all animals, yet your kind puts yourselves above all. Oh my, what a plot twist. Who would have known that the concept of empathy applies only to your fellow humans? To get a little philosophical, I've seen that people kind of take this both extremes in a way. Like, there's definitely like those people who are actually, I guess there's almost three extremes. People who lack all sorts of empathy, people who are way too empathetic to basically everybody, and then people who see like that as like an extreme hypocrisy and then show extreme empathy for animals instead of humans. I think all of that is some sort of problematic perspective in my opinion, but I don't want to get too into it. Just wanted to get that out there. I think we should all, just respect each other and have a little bit of empathy for everybody. It truly never ceases to amaze me how you humans love to make a mountain out of a molehill. You never understand. How can you know the sadness of losing someone if you and Pythias were all connected? And united you stayed even when somebody died. So like they all share consciousness? So it sounds like even if Pythias died, they still exist in the mind realm? Something like that? For us, when somebody dies, the connection is lost forever. That's a good reference to the death screen in this game. It always says connection lost. Do you really think it's always this way? It was always this way. That all Pythias willingly gave up their very egos for the sake of becoming one with everybody? Stay in the fog if you wish to. Isn't it safer like that? Although I would love to converse more, it looks like it's time for you to open your eyes. What an awful dream. Who can it be at this hour? Let me check your, Oh. Right. Henrietta. I saw her. Pretty sure I saw her. At school. How do you get to the front door? I don't know how to get to the front door and after the room layout changes. Oh wait, I left, dude. Shut up. Shut up. No one say anything in the comments. Open the door? Yeah. Wise choice. Good evening. Isn't this the god? No, it can't be. Oh, wait, what? Since when did you start to use doors, Umbrella Man? I figured it'd be nice to be polite once in a while. Especially since I'm using this vessel. Let's have some tea, shall we? Sure. Come in. Now. What's with the suspicious look? I've merely come for a friendly chat. You see, I've received no orders from my employer recently, so I took this chance to have a small vacation. So you're slacking off? Don't put it in such an unsightly way. Believe me, even a workaholic like me can't let this opportunity pass by. True. After all, such a chance comes once in an eternity. Wonderful, isn't it? I suppose it is. You always seem so busy. And believe me, I truly am. But enough about me. How's school? Well, I helped a classmate today. Oh, you needn't have. Why so? I'll spare you the details, but there's something I know for a fact. That boy was destined to die in that alleyway. That's just cruel. C is a good person. He doesn't deserve it. It's not about deserving, my dear. It's just that his sole existence threatens this world. I'd put it that way. As long as he exists, this route is doomed for a bad ending. No matter what you or your beloved puppeteer do. I hope I made myself clear. Anyhow, I'm glad to see you in high spirits despite your worsening condition. Is it that bad? It wouldn't be an exaggeration if I answered with a yes. The circles under your eyes have gotten darker, skin color more pale than ever. Have you been eating properly? I don't feel like it recently. My. You have a doctor living under one roof with you. Why don't you pay him a visit? Or are you afraid to admit your condition has been worsening even more? You're right, I really should. Yet you haven't done so. I don't want to cause anyone any more trouble. Ah, so that's the reason you're reluctant to take measures. I see. Oh, youth. I used to be young too once, you know? That sounds weird when you say it wearing a boy's face. Hush, this is merely a vessel after all. Pay no mind. Anyhow, friendly chat aside, recently the number of abnormalities in this dimension have been increasing. Screens and door locks malfunctioning, world expanding, people missing, a living hell. Do you know anything in regards to this matter? Have anything to tell me, perhaps? Well, the Oracle has... My. Don't tell me the slumbering god has awoken. Might it be that your body has begun to collapse under the pressure of the Oracle's corpse rotting inside of you? When you put it in such a lighthearted tone, I'm almost not worried of what will eventually happen to me. Death is merely a release, my dear. Still, leaving this world might be too early for me, sir. Well, it is your choice, as it was your choice to stop taking the pills. I didn't need those anymore. Right, you don't. Just keep it in mind that the Oracle is no longer the divine being you met 3 years ago. For it's not but the rotting corpse of a god, no longer sentient nor self-aware, with your very mind giving it shape. A parasite of your mind. That's what my employer would say anyway. And look at the time. I'm afraid I must leave, or your humble puppeteer will scold me for robbing you of sleep hours. Right, Mr. Seth? See you, Umbrella Man. Stay well. My beauty rest. I mean, Charlotte's beauty rest. Charlotte, you need to sleep so you can feel better. I fall asleep the moment my head hits the pillow. Welcome back, Miss Wiltshire. I feel like they have the same voice. I don't know. I just can't do that large range of a voice. Sorry. Sorry, I don't feel like talking. Is that so? Well then. Or maybe his is a little more effeminate, because they're quite androgynous. Well then, I won't burden you with conversations. Instead, how about a bedtime story? Ah, and don't stand so far away. Come, sit beside me. Sorry, I'm not very comfortable around you. Is that so? Well, there's no helping it. It's all a dream, remember? So make yourself at home. Oh, well, she's gonna sit next to him anyways. Oh, that's kind of cute. Now, back to the story. Do you know the tale of the ink and paper princess? I actually sort of do know this tale. It was inside that big library in the first episode of Hello Charlotte. In our land, during the pre-Oracle era, it was a part of a psychology test. It was made to be unfinished, and the one who read it had to write the ending themselves. It's surprising how much one can learn about another person just by having them write a few sentences. That is a pretty good idea of a litmus test. Want to listen to my own version? Oh god, this is gonna scare me. Wait, but isn't it still the way Charlotte looks at the world? Isn't this technically Charlotte's ending as well? Is it really dead and it's just whatever she thinks? I don't have the other choice, do I? So much for free will, right? Well then. A pitiful ink-black princess that looked for minds alike who ended up in prison of Paper Kingdom. But the story didn't end here. Time passed and the Paper Princess herself came to visit the prisoner. The two became acquaintances shortly after, and Ink Princess was freed from imprisonment. Ink Princess taught Paper Princess writing, and no paper in the city was blank anymore. They obtained power known as knowledge. Paper Princess couldn't be happier. Yet, having spent so much time with Ink Princess, she became stained with Ink Princess's pitch black color. Day by day, the Paper Princess became more and more soaked in jet black ink, until she was indistinguishable from the Ink Princess herself. That would be the end of the story. What, too much of a bad influence? Something like that? She fell asleep, huh? By the way, hello there, Mr. Seth. Fourth wall break, sort of. Is that how Miss Wiltshire calls you? What a joke. You must be thinking that you are in control. What are you even here for, I wonder? You aren't even supposed to exist in this world. Ah, I know. You must be looking for answers. But I'm afraid you won't be getting any. Because you see, Miss Wiltshire is an unreliable narrator. Oh. Charlotte! Ah! What time is it? Oh no. Honor hates when I'm late. Hurry, use the warp omnicube. Are you sure? Of course, silly. Skipping school is against the rules. You should know better than anyone. Today we will get up, go to school, and go back to sleep, remember? Sure, let's warp to the school grounds. Where was the class? Should I go to class? No, you can't take a photo with my Charlotte. I wish I was as cute as you are. Am I worthy of talking to you? No, none of you are. This is the CAF library. Where was the class? Second floor? No, this is the mess hall. Whatever it's called. Oh, wait. Here's Henri. Henri! Henri doesn't even turn her head in my direction. Miss Warhol? I lightly tap her shoulder. She's on the verge of tears. No, what happened? Charlotte Wilshire? Yes? Why didn't you come eat lunch with me yesterday? I waited and waited and waited until everyone left, until the bell rang, but you never came. Uh, Sorry, I guess I wasn't quite myself yesterday. I went straight home after that happened, you know? Henri locks me in a hug. Aw, she is a good friend. Or maybe she just wants to hug herself. Maybe she's the one who wants a hug. She's not giving Charlotte a hug. I thought you didn't want to spend time with me anymore. I thought you hated me. I thought... There. There's no way that could happen, right? Friends don't abandon each other. Yet you did the opposite, you liar. Please forgive me. I won't do that anymore. Do you promise? I promise. You have to swallow 1,000 needles if you break it. Our god is a loser. Let's start our class. How do you expect me to read this? Other than backwards. Today's topic is the world. The world. The house is the world. The house has 11 floors in total. With it, structural elements changing their location on a monthly basis. All transportation in the house is carried through using elevators and warp technology. You're welcome, chat. You're welcome, comments. The food in the house is generated by omnicubes. The waste is disposed of by omnicubes. The materials necessary for production are generated by omnicubes. It is what's this? speculated that the 11th floor is populated entirely by omnicubes whose intelligence exceeds humanity's by 400%. Are you okay, Miss Wiltshire? I'm alright. I just need to use the bathroom. You may go. Oh no. Charlotte, don't die! Where was the bathroom? Here? That's not the bathroom. Why am I so bad at remembering the layout of this stupid school? Was it here? Might have been here. Infirmary. No. Where's the freaking bathroom? Changing room. Is it somewhere here? Oh, here it is. Washington turn. Oh, right. That weird sign. Wait, I'm in the bathroom. What was someone supposed to do? Hello? Am I in the wrong bathroom? That's the relaxation room. Honestly, I think I need the infirmary. Is it gonna kill me again? The answer was yes. Stupid principal's office. Initiating socialization with student amalgamate. Run! Oh my god. Oh wait, I need to turn the volume down again. You get more student encounters if you run, I think. Just like on Pokemon. If you run in the grass. Maybe I need to... Maybe I need to talk to Henri. Henri, help! I leave my items near my desk. Where am I supposed to go? Why is there students socializing in class? Pay attention, stupid. Where am I supposed to go? Task? No. I thought she said she needs to go to the restroom. Is this not the restroom? Oh. I was talking to the wrong sink. My head must have been spinning so much I didn't notice him. Frantically pressing the soap dispenser button over and over. Is he a misophobic? I carefully place a hand on his shoulders. It stiffens at the touch. Stop it. You'll get blisters on your hands. I can't. I've washed off the most of soup. I think that's supposed to be soap. But I still feel dirty. No, it says soup. Soup? That's actually what it says. Never mind. I'm sorry for assuming. My fellow students smashed my head into a worm soup. Oh, it must have felt horrible. Yes. In fact, everything I touch feels contaminated. I just can't shake out the feeling of disgust. I see. How about you? You don't look well. I've known better days, I have to admit. But I'll manage. Seth is there for me. There's nothing I can do. Is that so? Oh, the lesson has ended. I left my bag there. See you later. As if testing a new gesture. Interesting. Is he like at a similar level as the Oracle? I accidentally skipped it. 2 hits are better than 1. Okay, you can go. My bad. Seems like someone stole my bag. This is why I don't actually run often, because if you hold down the run button, it tends to skip dialogue. So we're going on a bag chase. Is it just me, or is the sound kind of breaking a little bit? Okay, so I reset the game because the sound actually was slightly breaking. Should sound a lot better now. Oh, I did it again. I think she has. Are these yours? I don't know. All the pencils and pens are covered in mud. Look, it's yours too, right? This textbook costs a lot. And there's another textbook. I wonder who did this. Ah, and I like this notebook. The pages are completely soaked. Maybe there's some kind of misunderstanding. There's no way it is. Henri picks up another notebook. Did I do something wrong? Even the pages of my book of truth are torn out. Even though I worked so hard to keeping it tidy. Those bastards! How could they do this to you? I think it's some kind of mistake. There's no way it is. Like I said, it's okay. Unforgivable, unforgivable, unforgivable. Enough of this. I'll report it to a teacher. Henri leaves before I can protest any further. It looks like we found everything. I don't feel like going to class anymore. Let's go home, Seth. Who's bullying my Charlotte? Tadaimas. Took you long. Hey, what happened? Is something wrong? You're covered in blood. Don't worry, it must be mine. Wait, that's... Now I'm worried more. That's exactly what I'm worried about, stupid. You need to see Huxley now. It's nothing important, really. Uncle's rule, no objections from the sick. Felix clumsily drags me to the basement stairs, tugging me by... He's so cute. What were you doing, even? I talked to God today. Oh no, this looks worse than I thought. Might as well check your brain function too. Should I start with good or bad news? Just kidding. I was planning to tell you the good news first anyway. No, I want the bad news first. What? Huxley! Well, good news is that I know what this is. The bad news is that it's nearly incurable. I see. So, what exactly are these, Uncle? Heart wounds, as I like to call them. This kind of disease is quite common for those in their adolescent period, just like you are now. When you're stressed, anxious, or hurt by words and actions of others, these wounds inflicted upon you will manifest as scars on your body. Mostly on your arms, to be specific. Is this a reference to something else that... It's not lethal, but it will cause you some minor inconveniences. The good side of this disease is that although your body will become vulnerable, your mind will receive less damage. Isn't that wonderful? I suppose so. There's nothing to laugh about. Now, don't be so harsh. Can't you see our little miss already has a weak immunity to her environment? Poor Charlotte. Whatever. I'm getting back to work. Do forgive him. No, I'm not angry. It's just that I don't understand why he is. He must be worried about you. Am I wrong? He shouldn't be. I don't deserve that. You deserve everything, Charlotte. You deserve the world. He must be thinking otherwise. Take care, little one, will you? Worry not. Seth will make sure of it. He's doing a bad job. I'm sure he will. Good night, Dr. Huxley. Sorry for troubling you at this hour. It's nothing. Remember my clinic's motto. Healthy people are not welcome here. So there, feel free to visit when you're sick. For now, I'll get back to work. Is it because I'm not socializing? I am running away from all my socializing encounters. Shall we go talk to Aiden? Maybe Aiden can help. Aiden's not here, and I can't play the piano by myself. Where's Aiden? What's happening? Excuse me? A hideous smell is coming from the kitchen. I tried a door handle, it's locked. Is anybody in there? In here? Dear girl, I don't think it's a good time to enter right now. Aiden, is that you? What happened? Mr. Bennett decided to take up cooking. And right now, his cooking is destroying everything in sight. Aha, I see. I won't hinder you. Dear Lord. Is this a game breaking again, actually? 1 second. Nope, the game was not breaking again. This is, in fact, the sound of That's happening right now. It's awful. Good night, Seth. Oh no. Rise and shine. Frey waltzes around the room. As you can see, I've done some rearrangements in this place. Hasn't it become lovely? I'll do something about the fog, too. Also, I've brought your clothes. I brought you clothes. Put your hands up. And voila. Now we're one of a kind. Haha. Frey? Yes? What are all these books doing here? Let's call it a mind library. You see, memories are stories from the past that we retell to ourselves. Once they're gone, you're no longer the person you used to be. But I'm drifting away from the point. Stories are meant to be kept in books, right? Many books make a library. There you can find every memory, every feeling, every action you've done or consider doing. All possibilities are written down right here. Some stories are better off being forgotten, however. I've selected a variety of especially interesting memory journals for you. Feel free to read them if you feel like it. Even if your memory is still fresh, I believe your puppeteer will be delighted to know more about people you've associated with. Hmm. Okay. I think they're all they're not empty, but you can't interact with them. Okay. Let's do the red pill or the blue pill. We gotta go to red pill. Because of Matrix. How I Met Bennett and Huxley read? I was 8. On one of those days when I was home alone, they appeared out of nowhere at my doorsteps. There was small rhythmic knocking at first. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Repeating over and over again. I knew I shouldn't open a door. Mother told me not to do so, no matter what. Good children don't disobey their parents. Do we ever meet Charlotte's parents? Knock, knock. When I was scared of the unknown, I crawled under the bed to hide beside the monsters beneath it. Interesting. So she's more afraid of unknown than of the monsters under the bed. I felt safe among them. As time passed, the knocking got louder and louder and louder, until I couldn't bear it anymore. I was adamant on staying under the bed until morning comes. Then I heard the door opening with a click sound. Someone came in. My room had no lock, so I ran to the bathroom. However, I was too slow. A figure in a hazmat suit covered my mouth. Another hand curled around me in an iron hold. Shh, the intruder whispered. Don't make a sound. Another figure had a mask on, the one plague doctors from horror movies would wear. He spoke like a doctor, in an understanding, polite voice. We're sorry to interrupt you, but I'm afraid that we have no place to go in this cold, and other households return to express quite an inadequate reaction to our humble plea for shelter. After being turned down so many times, we figured we'd force our way in. You see, we're so very tired. Do you live alone? Oh wait, this is probably Huxley, right? Or not Huxley, Bennett. Do you live alone? The person has hazmat suit asked in a harsh tone, hissing at me. No, was my simple answer in a voice hoarse from fear. I thought of Umbrella Man and his quiet presence in the room, and how good it would be if he appeared sooner. He was nothing like these violent strangers. Alright. Are you good at keeping secrets, little one? The doctor asked. Mm-hmm. The only option I had was to nod in approval. Great. Bennett, dear, if you would be so kind, do release the child. She is no threat. You're too trusting, the other grumbled. Am I? The taller person let out a loud laugh. You see, I am a doctor. Figures. However, my stay in this place is highly confidential, so I wouldn't like anyone on our tail. Please do respect that, and keep our stay here a secret. If you don't, I'll kill your parents. Bennett said a casual tone as if it wasn't a threat. Father doesn't come home these days, I replied, saddened by the fact. Sorry, just your mother then. Oh, your father's not home? He's out getting the milk? Alright, I'll just kill your mom. That settles it, the doctor beamed. No, no, little one. Accompany us to the bathroom. For I am so awfully hungry, I could eat a human. So why are you going to the bathroom? The smaller man elbowed him. Ouch. Sorry, that was a joke. A bad one. In the morning, I found the two peacefully sleeping in the bathtub, having eaten all the soap and shampoo on the shelves. What in the world? That's a sight. The next day, they settled in the basement, and a week later, I was doing all kinds of errands for the research. What if? Collecting bugs, buying a year's supply of soap with the funds in my money jar, and helping to carry out bags with unknown contents on a daily basis. Of course, I made sure Mom never ever went to the basement at night. Umbrella Man appeared weeks later, only to pat my forehead and reassure me that he'd keep an eye on them. Guess we can read both anyways. How I Met Aiden. Sure, I hope this is more sane. I was 9. It was during Christmas when I hid under the sofa in order to catch Santa Claus with a rope and a bottle of chloroform. Excuse me, Charlotte? What are you doing? The one who came through the fireplace wasn't St. Nicholas, but a horned creature instead. Come out, mischievous one. I can see you, he called. Unwillingly, I had to comply, hiding the chloroform behind my back. You're not Santa Claus, I declared. I'm widely known by the name of Krampus. Wait, Aiden is Krampus? So Santa won't come. Oh, so Santa won't come? Santa Claus brings gifts to good children only. I come to punish those who misbehaved. But I'm a good girl. And may I ask why you feel this way? Mom says so. Even though she barely sees you, how can she make that statement? Mom's always right. She also says not to talk to strangers. In a swift moment, I brought a chloroform-soaked towel to the creature's face. Second, he was sprawled on the... Yeah, that's what good girls do. They chloroform Krampus. It's a pity you're not Santa Claus, I exclaimed. So I dragged the body down the stairs to the base. What's the commotion about? Two figures peeked out the room's door frame. It was Bennett and coworker of his, Florence. When did Florence get here? You brought friends? Why did you say earlier? Ever since he found a new bright yellow hazmat suit and was no longer called B12, Bennett was constantly in a great mood. There were barely any signs of the moody person he used to be. It's the soap. A nice diet of soap will make you happier. Mind helping me in a bit? Mind helping me a bit? Sure. What do you want to do with this? Dissecting? Research? Eating, perhaps? No, I want to become friends. With Krampus. How do you plan to do that? Make him sign a contract, maybe? That is how you make a demon your servant. Contracts. I know, I've done it before. What? Perhaps I was a mischievous child after all. Want to try it? Today I'll pass. Alright, well, we read the 2 but memories. Perhaps you'd like to join me in reading, Miss Wiltshire. Sure. Alright. I am rereading an anthology of Greek myths. Have you read the story of Hades and Persephone? Ah, that's a great one. I love Greek myths. They say that Hades, the god of the underworld, captured the beautiful Persephone, the goddess of springtime. But I believe it was Persephone who captured Hades, and his heart and mind belonged to none other than her since the moment they met. Which was quite rare for a Greek god considering. Nah, everyone thinks Greek gods are all just whimsical and what's it called? Promiscuous? No. Hades had his priorities straight. And Persephone made sure that he didn't wander. Even though the pomegranate seed Persephone urged her to return to Underworld for half a year, she was allowed to live on the surface for the rest of time. Just like you come back here only during the dream state. Or is this comparison too much of a stretch? I do tend to get carried away with words. I know how that feels. Oh my, seems like someone's fallen asleep already. Sleep well, princess. What happened to days 3, 4, 5? Pretty sure last day thing was day 6. Whoever did this coughing did a really great job at making me feel bad. Are you alright? It's nothing, don't worry. I just need to wash my face, that's all. She looks awful. Charlotte, please. You have more games you need to be featured in. Today too, we'll get up, go to school, and go back to sleep. To the bathroom. Bathroom is here, I believe. Who's this? I've never seen Bennett out of his hazmat suit. Oh yeah? Oh, this is you. Hi. It's rare seeing you without the mask. It's easier to blend in with the crowd in it, and safer considering the environment I work in. Does your face still hurt? A bit, not much. Not to the point of being unable to sleep anyway. Ever since Henry removed the eyes from my internal organs, I've been just fine. Apparently, these orbs don't like when the soap gets into them. You need to use a sink, right? Yes. I've been coughing up ink lately. Ink, huh? Maybe you should collect it. We can make a fortune on selling ballpoint pens. Alrighty, I have to run. Gotta finish my business with the Violent Room before Game of Chairs starts. Game of Chairs? Bennett, seemingly satisfied with his financial proposal, leaves the bathroom. Oh, that's better. Oh, right. There's something I want to get before we go to school. Visit Felix. Is he here or is he in his room? Seems like Felix is in his personal lab. Which was closer, so I should have checked first, honestly. Good morning. I know that look. Do you need something? Well, yes. Do you have a spare pair of gloves? Oh. What for? A friend. Well, not a mutual friend, but an unrequited friend, rather. Don't tell me it's that god guy. Yes. He doesn't like germs, apparently. Yeah, he is a phobic. The god has mysophobia, huh? Why am I even surprised? Here you go. Thank you. Yes, yes, what a wonderfully helpful person I am. Now mind your business. See you later. Find C before class. Felix is a little tsundere. It's okay. Alright, where is C? If I had to make a guess, he's... Charlie! Henri? Who got glomped. White smiles plastered on her face. That's cute. I miss you. Hey, hey, let's go feed the mad cats before class. The stray ones? So the rumor was true? Yes, they're in the garden. Come, let's buy them food. Although, I forgot my wallet again. Just ask me straight that you want me to buy it. It's okay, I can buy it. Really? What a relief. Let's go, let's go. Alright, lead the way. What do I buy the food? From the kitchen? The canteen? I believe it was here. Oh, I barely have any money. It's okay. Let's settle for cheap stuff then. We're feeding junk food to mad cats. Well, I guess they're maggots anyways, right? Wait, not here. Over here. Mad cat! Meow. Meow. Aww. The mad cat nuzzles against my hand. No need for formalities. I'm just a mere human. Failure and impending doom. What delicious flavors. The mad cat hazily eats with an eagerness. Good cats. Let's visit them the next time too. Sure. Now then, let's go back and change for PE class, shall we? Sorry, there's something I have to do before the lesson starts. But I'm here. What other business can you have? It won't take long, I promise. Is that so? Well then, go on. I won't wait for you. Where is he? I wonder if he's up here. He is not. Perhaps washing his hands in the bathroom? I refuse to socialize. We will not be socializing ever. Behold, me and my introverted glory. Where is he? Not here. I don't see him here either. Oh, there he is. He puts on the book he was reading when he sees me. Hi there. Hello. Busy? Sort of. I'm gathering information on this world. My memories are incredibly out of order, which is a great inconvenience. But all I could find were illustrated manuals for express weight loss and lists of ways to become a billionaire by clicking pop-up ads. There's also a collection of must-read classics that nobody will ever read. It's hardly helped with the organization of my mindscape, but was an entertaining read anyway. Perhaps the school library isn't a place you should turn to. Yes, perhaps I should have taken the leaflets they were handing out on my way here. If you wanted knowledge in sales and on sales in a supermarket, then absolutely. Oh, why don't I give you my notes? book of truth. No, this is mine. It's just my theories and observations, though. They're a bit silly. Here, you can have it. Sorry. I can't accept it after all. Why so? Oh, it's because it's not clean, right? I'm really sorry. Don't worry about it. How about I tell you everything I know? Ah, that would be kind of you. Then it's a promise. There's something I can give you in return. You don't have to, really. I want to. Here. I write stories, you see. Ah, how very godlike. Perhaps you'll find it interesting. You can throw it away after you've read it. Don't worry, I'll keep it. Ah, I almost forgot. I brought you these. You said you didn't like touching things, did you? Are these for me? Do you see someone else here? No, it's just... Thank you. You really needn't have done so much for me. Don't say that. I'm happy to be of help to you. Sorry, I had to run. We have PE class today. See you, see. We're finally using the changing room. Nope. Ah, shoot. I skipped it again. Something's off here, Seth. I mean, this growing mass that is clearly the Oracle. I guess they just want me to talk to this one. Locking sound. Oh. Ah! Ah! The oddities push me down to the ground. As they rip apart my body parts, I cough out a considerable amount of black matter. Just what is this? I'm suffocating. Is there somebody? In a moment, all went black. Shire, wake up, sleepyhead. Frey? Finally awake, I see. Just look at this warped reality bubble. The universe is expanding. Am I dreaming? Not this time. You're perfectly awake. But you're here. Do believe me, I'm as puzzled as you are. I see. They say going through the looking glass is the classic symbol for dissociating from reality. Does that apply to you, too? I don't know. Oh well. Maybe I'm teasing you too much. Anyhow, it doesn't look like we'll be leaving anytime soon. I wish there was something to read. You're the type to read labels in food stores, huh? Might as well be. So, what shall we do? Feeling adventurous yet? Well, it's better than sitting here well, it's better than sitting here. Let's look around. And I think we'll call the end of the episode here. Sorry I kept skipping a couple lines. I don't think they were too important, but maybe you can still pause it and see. Like I said, it's because when you're running, you have to hold down shift. But if you ever trigger a dialogue, it automatically skips it or speeds through it. So maybe I shouldn't run. But that's the end of this episode. We'll continue with this next time. Everyone stay well and have a good one. Bye-bye.